The next 24 to 36 months in crypto, but especially with Bitcoin, are going to be absolutely insane. So, what do I mean by that? I think between now and the summer of 2026, which will probably be the slow decline of the next bull run, so many things are going to happen. But it's all going to kick off with two big things that are going to happen probably in the beginning of 2024. Number one is there's going to be an ETF, probably from BlackRock, maybe also from Fidelity, that's going to be improved. Then we know that somewhere around April 18th to around April 25th, the halving is going to happen. Now, when both of those things happen, we're going to have an increase in demand, while at the same time, we have a decrease in supply. The halving is going to take the current award of 6.25, and it's going to cut that right in half. So it's all of a sudden going to take all of the miners who are out working right now to secure the network, and it's going to start to give them half the amount of reward. Now, I work for a Bitcoin mining company, and we are highly aware that we do probably need to see some price appreciation before the halving. Otherwise, the math is going to get really tough. And unless you're getting super cheap energy, it could be a problem. But as the halving happens, where basically Bitcoin is going to become even more scarce, which is super scary because by the time of the halving, I think it's something like 94 to 95% of all Bitcoin will already be mined. So you're talking about you have 5% less of this digital scarce asset. At the same time, if an ETF is also approved, whether it's by BlackRock or Fidelity or any of the other hedge funds or financial institutions that have put in for one, you may be having Main Street, a real Main Street, not like you or I, if you're watching this, not degens, not people who have been around Bitcoin now for a couple bear markets. We're talking the mom and pop. We're talking the pension funds. We're talking the state pension funds. We're talking anyone's 401k could now potentially even have a little bit of Bitcoin through the ETF. When this happens, I've heard estimates that somewhere between 200 to 300 billion will probably come into Bitcoin vis-a-vis the ETF, probably in literally, and this is going to be crazy, less than a month. And right now with Bitcoin's market cap, if you were to add in $200 billion, well, you would see crazy price appreciation nearly overnight. Now, once again, I do think there's going to be some backups to many of these things because BlackRock can only sell the ETF that it has backed by Bitcoin. But there's a huge part of me that thinks that BlackRock right now is working with Coinbase, who they're going to use as their prime to basically get it going, you know? And because BlackRock they're one of the second biggest shareholder in, I think, the 4 out of the 5 largest Bitcoin mining companies that are public, they're already kind of positioning themselves to get ready when the day comes, when the ETF drops, for them to go out and get crazy amounts of Bitcoin to be able to back the ETF. Now, with those two things happening probably in the first two quarters, the first 6 months of 2024, I think we can expect to see the price appreciation from this next year's bull run to rival last time's bull run, where we saw Bitcoin go from 3,000 up to about 70,000. I think we may see similar right? Similar return, similar ROI. Obviously, this is not financial advice. If you just look at the historical chart, which I'm going to throw up on the screen here, you can kind of see where the halvings are, and then a year after the halving and how the price appreciates when you cut the supply in half. If everything were to stay equal, ceteris paribus, everything were to stay equal, and you cut the supply of something in half and the demand were to just stay the same, then all of a sudden, the demand is going to basically 2x the price, right? That's fairly simple logic. But when you have an ETF happen and the halving happen probably within the same 3 to 4 month period, you can assume that 2024 is going to be absolutely crazy. And I honestly think in 2025, by the summer, we're going to have a new Bitcoin all-time high, and that will be in the summer of 2025, similar to what we saw in the summer of 2021, right? If we go back, 2019 is a zombie year. 2020 is a halving, 2021 is a bull, 2022 is a cooling, 2023, 4 years after 2019, another zombie, 2024 will be halving, 2025 will be bull run, 2026 will be cooling, 2027, 4 years after 2023, will be another zombie year, 2028 is another halving. So anyways, these are my ideas on Bitcoin right now. I'm going to probably make a video like this every Sunday and throw it up on the channel. So if you enjoyed this, please subscribe and leave some comments. Reach out if you want me to focus on anything particularly. most of the content here is really kind of focused around Bitcoin right now, but that's not to say that when we get into the bull market, there won't be other things we should discuss. I do think that people are going to be building L2s for Bitcoin. We already have Lightning, but I think that there will be other things that come out over the next 24 months, which are going to make Bitcoin even that much more versatile as far as digital scarcity, a digital asset for the world to have. So anyways, subscribe for more and check out the content. Thanks.